After my wife died, my son tricked me out of my money and said, "It's time to find yourself a new place." My name is Harold Mason, and I'm 72 years old. When my wife Margaret died, I gave the $250,000 from her life insurance to my son Michael. He was newly married, and he and Rachel were looking for a house near Chicago. When the bank wouldn't give them a full loan, I stepped in. Rachel hugged me. "We'll never forget this, dear father. You'll always have a place with us." But I would soon learn that this was a despicable lie. The house was modern and cold. They gave me a small guest room downstairs. No shower, cramped. Still, I was happy. The first few days, we chatted at the breakfast table and ate together. But it didn't last long. One day, Rachel laughed as she talked with her friends. "I live with 2 kids and an old person." After that day, they locked the refrigerator, moved the Wi-Fi to the office, and left me out. One night, I heard Rachel on the phone. "If we're nice, he won't leave. Let's annoy him." Michael quietly added, "Yes, he should leave." I realized then that my son wanted me out of the house. The next morning, Rachel was standing in front of me in the kitchen. "It's time to find yourself a place." Michael came in with his coffee, looked me straight in the eye, and said, "You can't stay here anymore, Dad." I just smiled. "Okay," I said. "I'll leave tonight." They relaxed. In my room, I packed my suitcase, Margaret's photo, a few clothes, and a red folder. The house deed was in there. I owned 40% of the house. I called a taxi and left quietly. The phone rang in the hotel room that morning. "Mr. Mason, this is Ben Wilson, attorney from Ameritrust. Your son Michael took out a $300,000 loan for his company and used the house as collateral. No payments have been made for months, and foreclosure proceedings begin on Friday." For a moment, my breath caught in my throat. That was when I learned that my son had mortgaged my house and kept it from me. "What do you want from me?" I asked. The man said, "Pay the debt, allow foreclosure, or transfer your share." "I won't do any of those things," I said. "Let the law decide." The next day at 10:42 a.m., he left a voicemail. "I don't know what you did, but you kicked us out of the house. You ruined us, Dad. I hope you're happy." Then Rachel wrote, "We lost everything. I will never forgive you." 3 months passed. One evening, there was a knock at the door. Rachel stood before me, holding a baby, her eyes tearful. "We don't know what to do," she said. "Michael is unemployed. We're homeless. Forgive us." I was silent for a moment, then invited her in. "We messed up," she said, sobbing. "I said things I shouldn't have said." Just then I noticed the baby bag. Brand new, tag still attached, a luxury brand. I looked out the window. A shiny black SUV was parked outside. They weren't poor. They were just playing a role. I saw Rachel reach into her pocket, her phone screen half open. "Are you recording?" I asked. Her eyes widened. She fell silent. "Just for proof," she said in a trembling voice. Something snapped inside me at that moment. "Get out of here," I said coldly. "I'm not the villain in your story." I kicked them both out of my house. That day I came back. I changed my will. That evening I got a message from Rachel. "We lost everything because of you, Dad." I stared at it for a long time, then silently deleted it.